Hello, everybody. Hello. Um, it's 20 minutes to 4 in the morning here in London. I can't sleep. I am suffering from jet lag really badly over the last couple of days, and I don't know why. I took a sleeping assistant at 1 o'clock, and it doesn't seem to have had any effect on me. So I'm not really sure what to do. So I decided, hey, I will come on and chat with people for a little while and see if I. Oh, no, it's not sheets. It's my travel pillow. It's my old retro from the set. It's an original 1970s pillowcase. I've got like four of them, and yeah, I take it when I travel. So yeah, I decided to come on and just kind of chat because I can't sleep, and it's maddening when that happens. So here I am. Things are going well. Thank you, Dane Benninger. And Squally, also thanks for talking about my sheets. Yeah, I am over here in the UK doing some things. DDDD. If you all saw that, we announced my UK tour. Now, I know a lot of people will be going, well, when are you going to do one in the US? Put it this way, if this is successful this time around in the UK, it's a new company that I'm working with and everything, then we're already thinking about a US. So the UK one has to do well in order. So all the US fans tell the UK ones, come on, because it's up to them. Thank you for the beer, Shoshana, for the rest of you to get to see the tour, because we would love, again, I'm saying on here, I want to do venues in the States, and I also want to do venues in um, uh, Australia and Europe, you name it, I want to do it. So if you get everybody on board, it would be awesome. I need your help. That's always my doing things for you guys is not without your help. So I really appreciate it. What else? I'm just looking at there's only 36 of you on here. It's the smallest I have ever had. So you might get some questions out there. Um, okay. The other thing is on Monday I'm hosting this morning with Holly Willoughby, which is the UK's equivalent to like Good Morning America, and I'm hosting that with Holly, and I haven't seen Holly since I was in the jungle, and I'm really looking forward to that. I have hosted this morning before. It was I did it many years back, about maybe I think it was like 7 years back, 8 years back, when Philip Schofield, his father passed away. I went in and stood in for him and helped out, and also I went in one of the Easter breaks that he went away with his family. So it's a show I've done before, but it's different with Holly. I've never, so to speak, done it with Holly. I'm sure we'll have a laugh and a good time. And it's nice to be welcomed into the ITV family. It's really lovely to be back in those folds and to have that all those doors open up. Thanks, Shineko, for the acute cocoa. Thank you very much. I love marshmallows and cocoa. So yeah, it's nice to have new things, new opportunities arise because of my time in the jungle. Someone says, Thomas Wick says, my girlfriend loves the pillowcase. Well, let me just show it all to you. Here it is. There's this side, which has Darth Vader, Leia, Luke, and R2 and C3PO, and the Star Wars logo down the corner. This is an original 1976, and it's got a TIE fighter. And then on the other side, it's the same thing backwards. C3PO, R2, TIE fighter, X-Wing fighter, and Darth Vader, Luke, and is there a TIE fighter on there? No, and Leia. But yeah, gosh, there is a TIE fighter on there. See that? When I Just get comfy again. When I had my when I was a kid and had the sheets, I had the curtains, the bed, like the cover, the quilt, I guess you'd call it, and the sheets and the pillowcase. I loved it, and then it was passed on to my nephew, and my nephew they cut. My sister had the curtains cut to fit his window. Um, yeah, so it was great. Anyway, here. Someone said, I literally thought you were lying down. Hunter, the VA, says, I literally thought you were lying down on a pillow of 3PO, laughing my ass off. Well, if it was, I would lie on a big pillow of 3PO. Let me tell you. There we go. Hey there. Just got a lot of hey there's, a lot of hellos. Thank you, Irish Bell, for my panda. Nice. And thank you, Shoshana, for my ice cream. I do love ice cream. I love to lick it. I love licking. Oh, if I probably shouldn't talk about other social media things on here. However, every so often I throw a Snapchat out there, and Murray the meerkat is back. For those of you who know Murray, and also my pink lady, as I'm calling. I don't have a name for her, but she is celebrated all the time. So just check me out sometimes. Hi John, can't sleep. I was just watching this morning on catch up. Good, thank you. That is from, doesn't know their name, but it looks like it's got a Space Invader symbol. So thank you very much, Irish Bell. You are at the top, and Shoshana is in second, and we have Shineko 82 in third place. Thank you. I'm not going to use gender because I know people will get funny about that now, but I'm saying thank you, ladies, but thank you, thank you, whatever you are, because celebrate it, people. Will there be meet and greets at the shows? Yes, there will be. There will be meet and greets after the shows. I think they're working out the ticketing because it's I'm not sure if it's an add-on for any ticket. I don't think so. I think it's the first 3 rows that are the premium price tickets, and they're putting them with. But I may be wrong. Go check. That's why if you have any of those questions, you go to the website that was listed when we announced the tour. The meet and greets will be afterwards. They will be photo op, meet and greet, and all of you who've done meet and greets before, and it'll be into groups of people, and I'll pop around and we'll do our time and everything. And me, I'll pop out a selfie and stuff like that. It's no big deal. And there may be some other things we're adding to the meet and greets. So yes, but along the time of when booking tickets, there's going to be just things added. But the meet and greets will be the kind of pièce de résistance. Am I excited about C2E2? The lineup is amazing. Yes, I'm very excited. What's your favorite anime? Ooh, that's tough. I don't know who just sent me the ice cream. There will be no karaoke night, Shineko. Sorry, no, not at C2E2. It's too expensive in London to do any extra things because it's even like with the meet and greets. What people don't understand is not only do we have to, when we do the tour, we rent the space, but then it's extra to rent the space again, and that's why the ticket costs then for those things cover those extra rent. We would have to charge a lot of way bigger price for any of the UK karaoke things to get any venues in central London. And also it's difficult because people who are from outside London, they don't want to it's expensive to travel to London. They have to stay, and your night could end up costing you up to £400, £500. That's a lot of money. and I don't want to do that to fans. So I figured going to the event is good, and we try to do it the best way possible. Shineko, again, thanks for my Sufchigani. What was it? My anime. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. The ice skating. Beautiful. I have the little figures. I know C2E2. No, I know it's Chicago. Sorry, and I figured that out halfway through. I was talking about it. But there will be no karaoke in Chicago. No, there won't. However, that's why there also Shoshana won't be karaoke in London. I don't have time to do it in Chicago because what you also must understand is the karaoke. It's exhausting. So it takes a lot to organize. But never say never. Things might change. That was my ice cream. Wait, I just lost that there. So that was Head Alexa. Thanks for that ice cream that I didn't see. Thanks for showing it to me. Shineko says sad face, but get it. Safganya. I can't say it. Apologies. So it's Hebrew for jelly donut. Oh, that's good. Thank you. JoJo is basically badass gay men fighting homophobes. I don't know what Hunter. I love watching you on Torchwood, Arrow, and Doctor Who. Great, thank you. Arrow was pretty lit. Thomas Wick, I appreciate that. I'm still not getting that. Everybody's chat just went away. Oh dear. I'm still not getting a thing where I don't know if, what am I saying to myself here? I'm scrolling. Oh, we're climbing in viewers, 50 viewers. It's a nice little group of people here, so it's awesome. I've got 3,000 stars. So are you ready? I want you to go bananas. I want you to vomit. Sorry, not stars. 3,000 vomit hearts all over me. Go vomit them. I love this. I love vomit. That's just awesome. They are vomiting all over the place. You guys can see them too. Is that right? The hearts going up and then dropping down, vomiting. I love it. Oh, here we go. We got B Parker saying best thing was the after the con event I went to in Denver. Now that type of event I'd like to do again. It's a little less stressful for me. However, it's more of a sit down, and it's like a panel, but a more intimate panel. And it's hard to describe though to people, isn't it? We kind of had just a really fun night. I was up on there. I think my mom and dad were there. And if I'm correct, was Scott there in Denver? I get everything kind of blurs into one, but we had a great night. Yeah. Those are good nights. I love those nights. And those are very, very easy to do. Very, very easy to ticket. It's just, again, about finding the venue and working with it. So there is a possibility. But again, then people are like, well, we've seen your panel. Why should we do another thing at night? But I guarantee you at the nighttime thing, I don't talk about the same stuff I talk about at the panel. And those of you who have been there know that it's completely different. And also, it's a little bit ruder. So take off your PC hats because it's a little naughty. My 8-year-old daughter loves you, and Arrow says you are awesome, and she wants to meet you. Oh, that's really nice, Bad Wolf Merlin. That's great. I appreciate that. Tell your 8-year-old daughter hi. Yes, thank you, B. Parker, for reminding me. My parents and Scott were there. Shoshana, I lost 7 kilos in the jungle. Yeah, I lost a lot, and my jeans, I went in, I have to wear a belt now because they're too big. And I did go buy a couple of pairs of new jeans to kind of fit, but yeah. Austin Russell, VA, a fellow theater person here. What was it like being in La Cage? La Cage was one of my favorite shows to do. I love the story. I loved what it stood for. And it also gave me a chance to dress up and, and play a drag queen, which is awesome. It was really great. I would love to do La Cage as a TV musical. I really would. In fact, maybe that's what I'll talk about when I go to one of my meetings this week. I think I might. It's here we go. So Christy, Diane, oh, sounds great. Would love it if you ever came to Memphis. I have been to Memphis. Memphis was lovely. I'm very famous for your barbecue in Memphis, I might say, and I did have barbecue when I was in Memphis. I've just had Alexa. Sorry, I just explained that about the tour in the U.S. That the UK one has to be successful because the company that I'm working with, which is a division under uh, uh, Live Nation, but the company. One second, sorry, I'm getting a message here. Who's messaging me at this? Okay. So CuffandTaylor.com is where you should go for the tour information. But Cuff and Taylor, who I'm working with, who are doing the tour this time, and they are working with Live Nation. Live Nation is a big worldwide company, and there I would love to do tours in the U.S. and also Australia, Europe. I'd love to do Asia, you name it. I'd love to do it, and the reason it will only be defined by the success of how we do in the UK. So that's what I'm saying. Get the UK, head Alexa, all the UK fans that get to the tour, because they decide your fate. Hey, Jilly. Hi. Couldn't sleep tonight. Love La Cage. Yes, yeah, I know you saw it a few times. You take to make sure you get a day. Oh, yes, we might. I don't know. We'll see. Let me see other pictures. Please, can you do after con event in San Francisco area, please? Nancy, I don't know. It's again a difficult thing because usually the ones that are near the San Francisco area, which are San Jose, and it's usually heroes and villains, and they usually have the wine events for Stevens. They do Knocking Point, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes, so I just leave it at that. I'm just reading questions here. Jilly, my mother is fine. She got in the car last week and drove with my dad to the supermarket, and she was driving herself. She texted me yesterday or the day before, and she said she drove in the car herself. Thank you, Head Alexa, for the onigiri. And yeah, so she's fine. She's walking around the house without her, she calls it her hurdy-gurdy, which is the Zimmer frame that has the seat in it. And she's also walking, she uses like a stick, not a cane, but it's a cane with 4 kind of prongs on the bottom of it. But she's been walking around without that in the house, and it's just building her. The trip to Australia was really good. It built her confidence back up. So that really made a huge difference, and she's got a really good, outlook on things now, which is really nice and lovely. My ankle is swollen. I have a cankle now. I don't have an ankle. And I still have a bit of a lump. It's itchy. It gets itchy. Yeah, so my ankle's fine. I'm wearing kind of high top shoes at the moment just to give myself a little bit more support. When trainers, I'm talking about kicks or whatever you call them. Dark Angel says, "Hey John, I'm new around here. My name is Dr. Archangel. Yes, Doctor Who inspired me from the Weeping Angels. I have a question. What do you think of my stage name again, Dr. Archangel or Archangel? Yeah, it's interesting as long as you're happy with it. Just make sure it's not too out there for people to get so that you have to explain yourself every time you say your name. So yeah, but great. If that's what you want to call yourself, call yourself. You go for it, man. Were you able to bring home your cane? Yes, I have my cane from the jungle, Shoshana. I do have that. Favorite silent film? Wow. Well, wow, that's a question. I don't know if I am up on most of the silent films to be able to choose a favorite. Maybe I have to open up my kind of silent film palette and see a few more. Well, Buster Keaton, yes, the old. I mean, you yes, that's an obvious, but I don't know enough of Buster Keaton's work in order to say which one is my favorite. Yes, Courtney asks, "Are you going to reunite with Emily soon?" Emily was one of my fellow campmates, and I hit it off with Emily really well. In fact, oh shit, I forgot to message her tonight. Crap. I'm going to. Yes, I'm going to. I'm taking Emily and my friend Callum, and I don't think Matt's going. I think Callum's going instead of Matt. Uh, we're going to go see the Catherine Tate show. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Nan live. And Catherine, we're going on to see her on next Saturday. And I will see, I'm sure I'll see Emily next week. That's all I can say. I know we're scheduled a meeting together to talk about possibly doing something together for television. So, yeah. Best bait. Well, this Imitation of Life, Christy Diane. That wasn't a silent film, obviously, but it's a very good movie. Where are we going? I'm going to go back a little bit. Nikki Beard says, "Hey man, I just found your website because you were here, and I didn't know you wrote novels. I write. Well, my sister and I write them together, and yes, we've done about I think it's 7 or 8. Isn't that wrong that we've lost count? And we've done comics, everything. We've done the Dark Archer comic, and I almost slipped and told you something there. Let me go back up and scroll for some more questions. Here we go. Well, some questions are being asked that if I answer them, I'll be giving a lot of things away, or that things that are in discussions or having been talked about. So sometimes, guys, it's not good to ask questions about what's coming up, if that makes sense, because I clearly can't tell you, so I have to ignore them. Just telling you. Shaneko, what was worse, the bugs, the critters, or the food? Honestly, the worst part was the boredom, sitting doing nothing, because that was between, like Bush Tucker trials, or people would go away to do other stuff, and you just have to sit around and wait. And that was the time, really, though, you got to know a lot of people. That was when you had conversations, and that was so I didn't. The bugs were. I mean, come on, the bugs were disgusting. They stunk like shit. When they poured those cockroaches on you and all the other bugs, they stunk of shit. Yep, just gonna say. And the critters, because they could bite you, and I got bit by a spider in the crazy dollhouse, and the food. Well, you all know what I ate, so say la vie. What's a brown coat? Head Alexa. So great dimensional otak is at cousin's baby shower. Brown coat. Am I missing something here? Is it a sci-fi reference that I'm totally like being dumb and missing? Tell us dark secrets that should never be spoken. Nikki Beard, piss off. What did you miss the most? Freyax. I missed well, apart from missing Scott, my family, and the dogs, which is an obvious. Can I be really honest? I actually enjoyed my time in there. I enjoyed the not knowing. I learned to enjoy the not knowing. I also enjoyed the not not always having to be uh, like on, if that makes sense, not being on schedule, not being, constantly trying to, just as you all know, and again, I'm human. Sometimes life gets a little, right? And it was just so nice to go in there because life just kind of went, and everybody else had to worry about it for a while. I didn't, which was really awesome. And I really liked that. And I think we all should be able to turn off. Thank you for the cough syrup. Oh, it's just my chest, but thank you, Shaneko. It's my normal kind of like possible asthmatic chest. I've always had that. That's right, because it's the captain's brown coat. Why didn't I get that? Brown coat or Firefly fans. And then, yes, I am a brown coat, but I didn't know I was called that because Nathan in that coat. Oh, good heaven. My God. I remember having a discussion there's a shop in London called Clone Zone, which specifically was geared towards the gay men, the gay community. And there at that time there was two of them in London, one down in the bottom, in the high street where we stayed in Kent Chelsea, and there was also one in Soho. And I, as you do, just gonna say, we go in for certain things that certain underwear and things like that you might want to buy, and stuff, nice things for each other. And um, I went in, and the guy behind the counter, and I remember he was, we had I just started watching Firefly, and he had the box set, the DVD, not DVD, yeah, this is a DVD box set. And I remember I said to him, "Oh my God, have you watched that?" Because he was a fan of Captain Jack. And he's like, "Yeah," he said, "I would love to see the two captains together." I'm like, "All right." So yeah, it was we had a great conversation about that. Um I'm trying to see some here. Uh I didn't Where's this going here? Someone's got to go. Christy Diane, thanks very much for joining us. She's got to go cook dinner. Ciao, ciao. Here we go. More questions. It's kind of, yeah. Some of the questions I've already answered. Y'all are not listening. Maybe it's getting to you late. Here we go. Selah. Oh, Slowpoke. So yes, I get. Yes, no. Some of them have been on here. B Parker. I've been watching to see who it all is, because I try to see and answer different questions, from people, and make sure everybody gets a little bit of a little shout out. So where is the? Oh, you've all disappeared. I'm still here, but it's all gone. Okay. I've got over 9,000 hearts. Get me to 10,000. Go on, kids. Someone's clapping saying, people are calling out Shineko again. I wasn't sick of eating rice and beans, actually. I usually only eat one meal a day. So for me, the not having a meal, just having rice and beans. A lot of people were like, "Oh, I can't eat it. I'm sick of it." But I'm like, guys, it's the only thing we have to eat sometimes. And, we have to, even the portions of the main meals when we got them were, not a lot. I mean, I think the rice and beans portions were 600 calories. That was it for the day. So I ate mine, and I quite enjoyed the rice. I quite enjoyed the beans. It didn't make me feel sick. I knew that was all I was going to get. And then we also had starch. What we use, the water we used to boil the rice, we would save and we would drink later as tea. We weren't allowed to keep food because of getting sick. Again, Irish Bell, you're top. Shineko is second, and Shoshana is third. Sorry, thank you all. And I yeah, I didn't. It didn't. Rice and beans didn't bother me. So yeah, the beans were really good though when you would kind of burn them or cook them, take them out of the water, and then put them in the frying pan and put them in with oil and kind of fry them to crisp them up. As Nick Knowles would say, give them kind of a nutty taste. um, Irish Bell, I like my bum. I like my thighs. Well, the girls sing it better. Uh, yeah, that was a good song. That was our jungle makeup song. I am not going to answer I'm just going to say I don't do shout outs on here because if I do, just explaining, that's all I would be doing. And there would be no chat, no questions. It would be everybody wanting a shout out or to say hi. So I read your stuff. If you're saying hi to me, I see them, but I look at questions. So just so you know, and I'm not saying names or anything because I don't, I just want you all to know that. Okay. That's why I don't do shout outs because it would just be a total video of doing shout outs. Now people are just saying that during time for this song. Very funny. Irish Bell, listening up is great. Thank you for doing this for your fans. You're welcome. I am part of the team at Unlocked to develop and help develop this for fan families. Well, I call them fan families, but other people say fan bases and fans. I think it's important to give another insight, and there's a lot going to come out of this. Trust me. There's even something I am trying. I'm just going to say it, but it's not going to happen. Well, no, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to do it until we get an okay to do it. But you're going to want to join and stay on here. You really are. You really are. Courtney, how often do you try to go live on Unlocked? I try, it's hard because I try to do it as much as I can. However, there's certain situations I'm in that I can't do it because I might be in a rehearsal that you're not allowed to know where I am. And those are the kind of things I have to work around. Also, that if I'm not by myself, I have to get permission from people it's just courtesy, permission to have them be on camera before I go live, because it's just not nice to spring that on somebody. And that I don't like that done to me. I'd like to know first. So I try to do it when I can. Like tonight, I just couldn't sleep, and I thought, well, I'll get up. Let me just do a live a chat on Unlocked. So let me see another question. Do you have to pay to do things on here or see things? Certain things you may. And yes, because that way we can then make these things special. And the things that we're doing, because we're doing them on here, there may be a cost to doing it. And that's how we create the revenue and are able to do it. So some things will be free and some things you will have to be a subscriber to. Like, for instance, right now, I'm allowing everybody to come in here. Okay. However, I could have pressed a button that said you have to be a subscriber to see the chat. Now, I may do that at some point because it might be something that's an exclusive thing that we are trying to get more people to, listen, it's a company, it's a business. And we want it to be special for those people. So therefore we have to do it's only for people who are the subscribers. So yeah, so there are going to be some things. I'm not going to tell you any fib stories. There will be stuff that's free and there will be stuff that you have to buy a ticket to. but we'll do it in a fun way, and it's not going to be outrageous, really. It's going to be, the thing is, this is to try to make it accessible. And the whole thing, when I went to the con, I did the live thing at the con. Eventually we want to get it's e-tickets. So for people who might be, for instance, you can buy a ticket to the convention, so you have an e-ticket. So basically you can see what's going on through the unlocked cameras at the convention, and you can be in, if there's a convention in and there's someone you might want to see, like myself. Let's say it's C2E2 in Chicago. This is an example. This is not being done at Chicago, so I'm just saying, like, I'm creating a hypothetical here. Okay, so you could then, if you are in uh, Australia, you could buy an e-ticket and you could sit and watch in Australia what's going on at the convention. Okay, right? So that's the kind of thing we're going to work towards. And in order to do that, we need to be able to pay the people to run the cameras and stuff. It's a way to bring, and for those of you who might not be able to get out of the house, we're looking at that. That's why we want to do this, because it allows you to then be involved in the con. Nancy, I can't. Why are you asking these questions? Stop it. I'm not going to answer them. So it's for those of you who might not be physically able to get out and to do things. This is the place. Unlocked, we're trying to build for you to be able to get involved. So there you go. I got a spiced latte, a pumpkin spice. Those are my favorite, Shineko. God damn you. Love pumpkin spice lattes. Iron Matt. Hi, John Barrowman. Jill's like, no chance of me getting sleep now. Well, I'm going to have to go at some point because I have a rehearsal tomorrow. So I do need to get some kind of sleep. Okay. Some people are saying themselves, they got to go hit the hay. All right, guys, if you get me to Irish Bell, got a teddy bear. No, Nancy's asking, did the jerk ever apologize to you? No, he didn't. But that's done now. I said my piece, made my point, and I moved on. So as I preach to everybody, stand up for yourself. Don't allow that shit to be said. Do I like Transformers? And if you like Transformers, what side are you on? Oh, that's an evil question, Iron Matt. Of course I like Transformers. Bumblebee I love. Am I on the side of the Autobots or Decepticons? Well, sometimes I like Autobots and sometimes I may feel like a Decepticon. However, there's a Transformer comic out there, just so you know, that has two Transformers, and Hasbro, or is it Mattel who own them now? I can't remember. Anyway, the company, they allowed, and it was Anne Haggerty who talked to me about it. There's gay Transformers, and it's two male characters, and they are in a relationship. Find that out. Is there any sci-fi I don't like? Hasbro, yes. Thanks, Jeff BM. I knew it was Hasbro. Thanks for reiterating that. Is there any sci-fi I don't like? Well, I try to look at and watch. Thank you, Pixie Cub, for my macarona. I try to look at different sci-fi. There's some sci-fi that I don't think is very good, and others which is awesome. And the not very good stuff is probably, but I love to see the sci-fi that's made. I love to see people trying to make sci-fi because I'm a big sci-fi fan. Iron Matt, why are you saying damn you Hasbro, damn you Michael Bay? It wasn't Michael Bay it was a comic book that had the but I'm not sure why you're saying damn you Hasbro, damn you Michael Bay. Okay. I'll let you explain yourself. Am I coming to Las Vegas? I'm not allowed to say anything. There's certain things also I can't say and announce. I have to do them in turn because there, but always just watch my social media feeds and you'll get to see where I am. Well, Iron Matt, Michael Bay, you think ruined the Transformer movies. Some may agree with you, some may disagree. However, I did think there was there's too much special effects, just too much to like take in. Um, However, I think the Bumblebee movie I haven't seen yet, but it did very well. I thought a lot of people liked that. Didn't you? Pixie Cub, I don't I don't read the fan fiction. Um, do I ever do private events? Yes, I do. In fact, that's what I did the other. That's what I was doing the other night. I was doing what we call in our business corporate events, and I get hired by a big corporation to come and host an evening for them and entertain them for a period of time. So I do corporate events, yes, and I like doing them. I think they're a lot of fun. Anything I do, I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy doing it. That's my motto. So, I don't give a shit what other people think. I just do what I like, what I want to do, and that seems to gel with you guys because you like what I do. So, Iron Matt did like the Bumblebee movie. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Iron Matt. Hey, did anybody see the new Spider-Man movie over Christmas? I didn't get to see it. I had 14 people at the house. So we were very busy at Christmas. Dawn Rosina says it's super good. Amethyst says no. Everyone, my family went to Aquaman instead. Ooh, what'd you think of Aquaman? Yes, I'm caught up with Game of Thrones. Totally. Can't wait for the new season in April. I haven't seen the new Mary Poppins, guys. I'm so behind on movies because literally coming out of the jungle, I had 2 days to get ready for everyone coming for Christmas. I decorated the house. I got everything ready, did the Christmas shopping. Then I had everyone there at Christmas. Then everybody left at Christmas. And then I had, we had a couple of days. And then we had Jack come and stay with us. Keith is easy, though. It's, it's like part of the family. And I didn't really get to do anything. We were just having fun ourselves. And then I've come here. So I've been busy since I came out. And I've also had all the screeners that I've had to watch because I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you, but I'm on the panel for voting for the SAG Awards. So I've been trying to catch up on all of those movies. And that's a lot. And TV shows, everything I've been catching up on. It's just. How does one book me for private events? Well, you go to my management and you see. I will say, though, I'm not cheap. Did you ever think I would be? In the old days, it was a vodka soda and a dinner. Thanks, Pixie Cup, for the ice cream. I have not been on the camping yet. No, I've just explained I haven't had a chance to do anything. Scott and I are going away in February. That's it. That's already booked, and you'll be able to see that. I'll do social media when we're away. I don't know. Ask Scott. Barrowman is my hero. Says, did Scott actually enjoy Christmas this year? Scott, he's the Grinch, but he likes being with family at Christmas, I guess. But that's a question he has to answer. I know there's bits that he likes and bits that he doesn't, and he just retires to the bedroom and reads a book. Which, however, then you get kids coming and jumping and bouncing all over you because Uncle John brings them into the bedroom and we start playing gymnastics on the bed and bouncing and seeing how high we can jump to touch the ceiling, or if we can hit our hands on the ceiling fan because we have 12-foot ceilings. Just fun and games with Uncle John. I haven't. Season 6 of the 100. Yes, I know it's coming soon. Shut up. Oh God, no! The waterfall is literally in our backyard in Palm Springs. I'm being facetious. It's not in our backyard. It's like a mile hike, but it's in Palm Springs. I'm just looking. The Pixie Cub is now 3rd. Thank you for that. So, guys, I'll do a couple more questions, and then I'm going to try to go to sleep because it's 4:25. Shineko, I don't know who will be there at C2, E2. I'm sure Shoshana, thanks for the teddy bear. I'm sure there hasn't been others announced yet. So I don't know. And I don't know what their favorite candy would be, but I'm sure whatever, if you're there, you bring them, they would love. Am I open to people doing meet and greets that have service dogs? I have no problem with that. Yeah. It's just you have to check that the venues allow the service dogs. Yeah, there you go. Have I tried chamomile tea to help me sleep? It doesn't work for me. No, doesn't work. Chamomile tea, no. If the venue doesn't allow service dogs, that's just a bit illegal. Well, I don't know. It's not my call. It depends where you're talking. But usually service dogs are no problem. What are emotional support animals? They're not emotional support animals aren't service dogs. I don't think. They're different. Favorite food ever? Ooh, caviar. I love caviar and crackers. It's a treat. And when I say a treat, it's like a once a year treat. So yeah. Mm. Salty crackers with caviar. Yum. That's correct. So there, B. Parker's just clarified that emotional support animals don't have the same public access rights as service dogs per the ADA. So there you go. Right, guys. I don't have a favorite board game. Scott's favorite board game though is Scrabble. The red Tesla is technically, well, I bought it for, well, put it this way. I bought the red Tesla. I have the blue Tesla, which is, they're ours, but the blue Tesla is probably the one I drive the most. However, I bought the red Tesla because I wanted a little sportier version. And Scott was like, I don't know if that's, I don't know why you bought that. It's like, just looks blah, blah, blah. Can't get him out of it. I can't get him out of it. So he absolutely loves it. So there you go. I knew what I was doing. It goes zippy and fast. He loves it. So yeah, so blue Tesla, I drive. The red Tesla, he usually drives, but I love driving the red Tesla too. And we are slowly getting rid of our petrol and gas vehicle cars. We will keep the Range Rover because the Range Rover, although the Tesla can tow, I don't want to tow with the Tesla. I'm going to keep the Range Rover so that we can tow the boat. If we ever get the fucking lake house finished. There you go. Oh, that's a place where you'll see once that's finished, I'll do some. I don't go up there at the moment because it's the work being done on it. It's at the stage in reconstruction where it seems like there's no progress being made. And we've had it for over a year now. And yeah, I like to go in once I still know what's going on, but I like to go in once the construction end of it is going to more the kind of putting it together as a home state. That's what I like. Squally, yes, we have looked at. Our house in Palm Springs is completely solar, and well, when I say completely solar, we haven't paid an electric bill since we've owned that house, and we're actually giving power back to the grid. So what I want to do with the house in Palm Springs is we have looked into the battery. In fact, I recommended I put the battery. Sorry, I have a code that if I put it, I post it sometimes on social media. If anybody's buying a Tesla, if they, thanks for the macaroon, Pixie. If they use that code, they get free stuff based on my history with Tesla because they're using my recommendation. And then if I get so many people buying who follow through with them that have used my code, I get a battery. I have one person to get left in order to get a free battery for the house. And once we get the free battery for the house, what happens is we then can store power. And at night, when we are at night, we can stop taking power from the grid, and we can then the extra power we're giving to the grid we can store in the battery, and we can then run the house on the battery. So really, really cool. Yes, Teslas are expensive. However, there's a lot of new technology coming out in other vehicles that are affordable. And eventually Teslas will come down. I think they'll build other vehicles to be down in price. It's always the way with things when they're brand new. And understand when I say this, I mean this in a good way. It's not in a pompous way, but a lot of companies, when they do new technology and things, they put it out there for people who can afford the higher end of it. And it allows them then to fund money in to bring it down so the cost comes down, and then it becomes more affordable for other people. So there you go. So I like to think that I'm helping. Powerwall 3. Melbell's telling me there'll be more storage capacity. Well, yeah. Yeah, we all have to, but hey, at least you have a job, B. Parker. That's a good thing. You have a job. Brilliant. It's amazing. There's a meme saying that Elon Musk looks like a hungover you. Well, if that's the case, then great. I'm just glad they don't say I look like a hungover Elon. I don't watch any YouTubers, head Alexa. No, I'm not. That's something maybe I should, but I do look on YouTube every now and then, but no, I don't. All right, guys, we've passed. I was going to go off at like 15,000, but we're now at 21,000 hearts. So I am going to go, and I will stop this, and then I will let them load it so people can rewatch it who haven't seen it. For those of you who missed it, this has been John Barrowman, JB Fabulous, live from my bed in London. And I will talk to you all soon. Love you all. Thank you very much. Good night and peace out. Wah! Thanks for all your questions and your hearts and your little surprises. Thanks to Irish Bell, Shineko, and Pixie Cup for being the top 3. Lots of love, everybody. Be good, be fabulous.